So everything, reaches a moment in which faces difficulties of a challenge. At times, before being able to resonate with that, they are confronted with something that they think, and we collectively think as a team, they are challenges that cannot be surpassed or win through.
We have the new program, and then we have a new direction, so it was important to come together now.
So I think it's important for us to step back and reevaluate what our sort of service offer is, what we can offer to the government, to civil society, back to the community. So I think it was important for us to do that as a team.
Not knowing what to expect, a little bit of uncertainty.
We try to foster to research how they can see the future, taking into account the aspirational tensions or the aspirational willings that they have.
At the end of the explanation of the dynamic, actually, there was not 1 second of silence, and people was jumping in and proposing topics, and we ended up with 22 topics with 34 people. And all the divergence of the first 2 days converged powerfully in the third day.
And so through the Core Square, we created this shared awareness of practical elements in the 4 quadrants of competencies, relationships, contribution, and resonance. And then we worked on the specific goals and the key activities that will help the group in achieving the results that they want.
We have that space, to talk to each other openly and then come to a conclusion that this is the specific thing that we need to go forward with.
The key action points and then the specific goals that we reached during today's last session, I think it will really help us shape the way forward.
And it was flowing in a very organic and natural way. So, I was very pleasantly surprised and relieved.
The joy of that being aside, but also being exposed to certain other ideas that I think might not have materialized out of the normal everyday work interactions that we have.
So that was quite unique and something I thought was really useful to understand how the office was feeling and to sort of get a sense of the pulse of the office.
And in that sense, every conversation that we're having is very important and necessary.
Very constructive, I would say.
Discovering, learning.
I think it's, I would say it's freeing.
I see the energy.
Fruitful and cool.
Engaging.
Surprising.
Well, the main change in the group was the collective sense of believing. I think at the beginning there were a lot of skepticism about a situation of pain and challenge that the organization is facing. But I think throughout the process, it was, the belief was taking over, right? It was taking over, and I think we end up in a good place where people actually can see where we're going, and they actually believe they collectively can achieve and surpass any kind of challenge they have in front of them. And that was the most important thing for me to see.